Okay, let's go ahead and simulate this game against Catania in a friendly. We've got a very weak side out. Moreno, Vieto, Leiva, Pino, Espinosa, Bernadeschi, Jokic, Pantic, Bailey, Mario, Esperanza and Carlos. I say a weak side is pretty much every player is replaced in that side. It is a second side completely. But it is Catania. We should still beat these. Fingers crossed. We will be playing one friendly from the friendly selection of 3. Because I do like to try at least one team out. It's still 0-0. I'm not really liking this. Damn it, Pantic is injured. And they just took the lead, but we got one back with Moreno. That's the most horrible things about pre-season friendlies. Injuries. Now, let's just see how long this is for. It's not a big injury, apparently. Oh, we've got loads of scout reports back. Rasmus Elm was 79 rated, and his contract's expiring, so if we ever need him. Camacho was 80 rated, we already know that. Aquino's now 74. Maybe he's glitched. Who knows? And Zonzi, who was a player I was actually seriously considering, he's 79. Medell's 80. That would have been nice. Manolas is 80. That would have also been an interesting signing. The Greek centre-back. So let's get rid of all of these that we've already looked at. Carvajal, just out of curiosity, is he 80 rated yet? No, he's still 79. There's a guy who was 78. Okay, let's get rid of these. We've already looked at these. Player injured for 5 weeks, Pantic. We should be okay there. And then Leiva's happy for the chance, and apparently Vieto feels he did well. So, oh, Max Cruz set for a Sevilla move. Right, Jonathan Pereira, a player who I don't really want to get rid of, to be honest, because he is a good backup striker, but, you know, he isn't anything special. So, as it stands, it looks like we've pretty much wrapped up most of the transfers, but now we've actually got a friendly game against Atalanta. This is post-commentary now, let's make that clear, but not for long. We do actually have an insert of live com in between 2 games, which are post-com, because of course I mainly do games as post-commentaries. But as you can see, early on against Atalanta, it wasn't a good start to our new season. The 2015-16 season was meant to kick off in style, but in this friendly, it is Atalanta who draws first blood. Oudemagni or something, Oudemagni or something like that. I can't remember the order of the G in the end then. But either way, it wasn't a best of starts to our season. Although it is only a friendly, of course, it was a test of our players. But I was playing most of our what will be first team players, and I sort of realised there might have been a bit of a problem in this game. The gelling of this team. Now, we got a bit lucky here, I'm not going to lie, and we do equalise. Atalanta sort of messed up in the defensive zone, and Simon Romero exploited that and took full advantage. But, I mean, look at that, for awful defending. I mean, he didn't even follow the run after he lost the ball. He stopped for some reason, and Simon Romero gets an equaliser. But, like, going back to that topic of gelling, I think it will take a while for our team to gel, although we are 2-1 now. We seem to have grabbed a hold of this game a bit better and seem to have established ourselves, because this was our first game where all these players were playing. Players like Bojan, players like Cher, Piqué, Kolasinac, along with the likes of, Romero. There's just so many new players here, and if it wasn't for a very, very tight defensive line, we would actually be at 2-2 here. But I tell you what, this was one of the closest offsides ever been called for me. Look at that. That was incredibly close. Maybe just the tip of his toe was offside. And I mean, that angle didn't really show it in the best of its ability. But that was a good work from Simon Romero. I like this guy because he seems to really work hard for his goals. And you can see that he did very well there. Even though he lost the ball, it was scrappy in that zone, but he just flung a leg at it and hoped for the best. And sometimes that isn't always the best. But the thing is, with the likes of Simon Romero, who can spark a bit of magic, spark a bit of technique, then that's brilliant. And I mean, he's got some good attacking runs on his hand as well. And he taps the ball through here to Moy Gomez and sets him up for Moy Gomez's first goal in a while as he slides it under the keeper. And although a bit of a flattering scoreline at 4-1, I don't quite think we deserved it. Simon Romero was on a hat-trick as well. Unfortunately, we do find out he doesn't get it. Anyway, that is full time, and we will be going back to a quick intersection of live comp before we have our final game, which is the Supercup España, and that will be towards the back end of this episode. It is against Barcelona. Right, y'all, just thought I'd quickly pop in with a bit of a live commentary, just quickly, because I want to get something off my chest. Now, I'm going to play a reserve side for this game, by the way. But looking at our first team, how many of these players were originally here when we first came? Yep. 1, 2. The plan wasn't to sell Musacchio, so you could say that was 3. But what I'm saying is this side is completely new. The back 4 is a completely new back 4. The midfield is pretty much brand new. Yes, Bolassi's been here. Yes, Schneiderlin's been here. Yes, Gomez has been here. But Schneiderlin and Bolassi were my signings. Last year, the side was pretty much the same. This year, what I'm trying to say is the side is completely different. And maybe that's a bad move by me. Maybe it is a bad move by me. Maybe that's a personal error because that takes a lot of time to gel. It takes a lot of time for morale to grow. And I think a lot of the players don't like me. Now, I think this sounds ridiculous from a FIFA perspective. But I honestly, people say that this is all bullshit. But honestly, I feel on FIFA like sometimes players don't get along with you. And I honestly believe that. Now, that sounds like a load of rubbish. But I think that is something which is in the game. Players just sort of don't work. And I feel that too much with this side. Too often do I feel that this side isn't working for me. It's almost like a Brendan Rodgers situation. I feel like the players aren't really there. They're not putting 100% in. Now, with a lot of these new players in this club, I've got a bad feeling that maybe they don't know what Villarreal's all about. They don't know the meaning to the fans of Villarreal, what it means to all of the fans and things like that. But we do take a 2-1 lead here against Nice. Barman got their goal. We won 4-1 last game, but it was a lucky 4-1. It probably wasn't a 4-1 game. It was just as they pushed forward towards the end, we caught them on the counter. But anyway, that was that game, 2-1. I'll take the victory. I just needed to quickly get that off my chest. For God's sake, I did this all off camera because I did not expect this to happen. 26.8 million and Barcelona have gone ahead and accepted it for Luciano Vietto, my other striker. That's 2 strikers gone to Barcelona now. You know what that means? You know exactly what that means. How much can I actually get? Okay, it's not going to happen. I'm going to have to wait for Vietto to leave, and then I'm going to go in for Dos Santos. That's simple as. I want one or the other. Simple as. I want one or the other. I don't want Vietto to permanently. Vietto is a great player. Don't get me wrong. He was top at assists last season, but there is something. I don't really like him in this game. It sounds really odd. He was top assists. How can you not like him? But I did prefer Dos Santos. I think it was probably just his OPness which made me prefer him, plus his rating. Vietto didn't improve by 1 stat last year. Maybe he was a late bloomer. Maybe he'd surely shoot up this year. But he isn't really the greatest. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. And people will moan at me for selling this guy because I'm not even. This isn't even a Villarreal career mode anymore, is it really? But I think at the end of the day, you know, it's 26.8 million for a player that is debatably not very good. So maybe if we get the 30 million asking price for Giovanni Dos Santos, then that will actually mean that we can get Dos Santos in, make profit on Dos Santos, maybe lose a bit of money in the situation because Vietto would come in, of course. But we've got that little bit of extra investment here, which can go into that deal and try and get him for maybe renegotiate Dos Santos' deal. Is Dos Santos still pending, or has he gone by now? He's probably gone by now. Yeah, he's gone. Successful is here. Geez, a lot of successful actually. But where is Dos Santos? There he is. Club pulled out. 30 million we offered. So Vietto though, he's only worth. His value is very small. If I find him, Luciano Vietto. Where is the kid? I can't find him. Vietto, there he is. 6.5 million. He's not exactly fully valuable. He's got some nice stats on him, yeah. His strength's poor, of course, but that can be dealt with. He's Argentinian. He's 21 years old. He's got a lot of potential left in him, but that offer from Barcelona is just too enticing. I just could not resist it. So the team that we beat in the equivalent to the Spanish FA Cup last year, so the domestic Spanish Cup, the Copa del Rey as it's called, I believe. Well, this is Barcelona, the team that we beat in the competition. And now the Supercup of España is the equivalent of the Community Shield in Spain. So in theory, well, the title winners play the cup winners. This is a rematch, basically, as well of the final. Barcelona drew first blood, and much like Atalanta did. But I was still positive. The problem is, I made a massive mistake. I set up the first team, and then I accidentally must have clicked the analog at some point. And when I went into this game with my second team, because of team sheets, I was thinking, what on earth is going on? And I just could not handle it. And guess who scores yet again? Rakitic, as he always does against me. Rakitic, you don't go a game against Barcelona without Rakitic scoring against me. He is literally my worst hatred. And we bring Iniesta down, and it could be 3 here. Bernardeschi bringing Iniesta with a bit of a poor challenge there. Poor cameraman as well. What on earth was he doing there? Couldn't even get a view of the foul. But I mean, this isn't good because we completely messed up this game. Doing that accidental team sheet change, I didn't even realise. And then realising that we've conceded 3 goals at home as well. To go to the Camp Nou and get 3 goals, at least 4 goals to win, that'll be a task and a half. And I just can't see us doing it now. And it's a real shame that we're not going to win another trophy. But I think, you know, I suppose there is positives and negatives about it. We really did test ourselves in this game, and I don't think we did too badly, to be honest. And I think that's a bit of a foul on Balassi there, and that is in fact another yellow for Thomas Pina. But I think this was a bit unlucky actually, because I put in the slide tackle, and it was just as I put in the slide tackle that Deulofeu released the ball, and he would have actually fell right into me, and I would have actually got the ball fair and square. Deulofeu released the ball after I went to ground, as you can see. Look, see, he released the ball after I went to ground, so it was a bit of a shame. But anyway, I did enjoy watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button. Again, sorry about not having as much content out recently with this Villarreal career mode. I will try and get back up to normal speed, but I have been very, very busy with quite a lot of stuff recently, so not regarding YouTube. Anyway, I do enjoy watching, and I will see you next time.